All right, what's going on, everybody? So we got a Week 16 wrap-up here of our contest prep, Road to Tampa Bay, all right? So I'm going to start you guys off with some static stretching that we do before our leg workouts. Usually we do some static stretching just because we're really tight in certain areas like the rectus femoris, usually like our hips, stuff like that. So we do some static stretching, even the hamstrings. But usually we do some dynamic warm-ups, and then we'll go into some sort of self-myofascial release like foam rolling like you're going to see right here. And there's actually some, there's one research study showing that foam rolling does actually help out. So it's only one study, but honestly, like just anecdotal evidence, it really does help out, and it gets you loose for your leg day too. So right here, we have some monster walks. So basically, Brett Contreras put out a couple of studies showing that you put a band like this right here at the forefront of your feet, and you just do these things called monster walks and sumo walks. And basically what it does is it activates your glutes more. It gets everything loosened up, fires your glutes a little bit more, so you have a more effective leg workout. And you'll see right here in our squat workout how it loosens our hips up, loosens the IT bands up, the hip flexors up, so we're able to get a deeper range of motion on squatting and stuff like that. So generally there's two specific warm-ups. There's a general warm-up, which is more aerobic based. That's your 5-10 minute warm-up on a bike. And you have a more specific type of workout where you're mimicking the workouts that you're trying to do. So body weight squats, 60%, 70% of your 1 rep max to actually build up to your working set. So it's super important to sit there and worry about warm-ups. You have to warm up, okay? It avoids injury as well, gets your workouts going, and you're gonna have a better productive workout. As you can see here, Eric, he's just deloading he has a deload week here, so he's just doing some deloads on some squats. All right, and then what I tried doing this week, I tried mixing it up with some bands, so resistance band work. And there's actually some research showing that explosive lifting increases growth factors such as IGF-1 in the muscle. So it actually helps out too with force and speed too. But also, it's just the bigger picture you got to look at, right? So hypertrophy, it's a multifaceted outcome. You must live multifaceted in order to maximize hypertrophy. And that's why it's important to have a lot of diversity in your workouts, such as bands, chains, machines, free weights, cables. You can't just look at it in a linear fashion. It's just multifaceted, it's cumulative. And you have to try different things out in order to maximize your full potential for hypertrophy. Alright, same here. I'm just doing some incline bench right here with some bands right here. It's really tough, because you go down and you don't feel the resistance, but when you come up, boy, do you feel that resistance. It's really hard to lock it out, but it teaches you how to explode really good. Right here, just working on some bench press, just trying to keep my strength on the bench press up during this prep. There's days where I feel really strong on the bench, and there's some days where I just feel like crap, and my strength is just plummeted. But I think it's all mental, and just some days I have a good day, some days I don't. That's just how it really works out. Got Eric here, he's still deloading, just doing some military press, standing military presses. This guy is weak, ladies and gentlemen. He's weak. He's the weak twin. He's older by a minute, but he is weak. Okay? I'm just kidding. Alright, right here, I'm just doing some one-arm dumbbell rows. As you can see, I had to put the camera somewhere because Erica wasn't there to film me. Once again, the spotlight's on me because I'm not deloading. I'm lifting some pretty decent weight, and he's deloading, and he's pretty much lifting sissy weight. All right here we just got, just a typical pre-workout. We have some ground turkey, whole wheat pasta, and yeah, buddy, we got ourselves an Oreo Pop-Tart right there. Get some sugar in there. All right, so right here too. So I talked to you guys before that, I've taken probably about 6 weeks off of deadlifting just because I've had this injury in my lat rhomboid area. Every time I come up on the lockout, it just really bugged me, and I laid off of it finally. And so what I did is I came back here and I actually recorded this and I sent this to Ben Esquero. And if If you guys don't know who Ben Estro is, look up denovonutrition.com. This guy's awesome. He's super smart, and he's really like an expert on form and critiquing the form. So I sent him a video, and this guy was nice enough to sit here and give me a ton of feedback that I wasn't even expecting on my deadlift form. So I have a lot of work to do on my deadlift form, and I'm really looking forward to it because I'm looking forward to the long run of the deadlift. Like I was at 490 pounds and I almost got 500, but I felt something tweak in my lower lat and rhomboid area when I did that. And it has to be something with my form because there's just something off on it. So that's why I asked Ben to critique it, because I can't see it with my eye what I'm doing wrong. So if you guys have somebody to critique your form, I highly recommend you guys get somebody's opinion to see it in somebody else's eye, because it's really hard to critique our own form. So really seek out an expert professional to check out your form on, like the main lifts, bench, squat, or deadlifts. Okay. All right, and then Eric, he's finishing off his chest workout with some occluded push-ups right here. These things are pretty tough. If you guys haven't tried it, they're really, really tough. Alright, just got some occluded extensions right here later in the week on hypertrophy day. Doing 3 sets of these. These things are brutal. They just don't get easier. I mean, just, the metabolic stress is just excruciating pain, man, but they're fun. Alright, we got a high carb day here. Check that out. You got some milk, Walden Farms. You got a skinny cow right there. You guys got to try those out. Alright, so next up, something I want to talk to you guys about is doing some ice massages. I highly recommend doing these. Ever since I got chronomalacia in my knee and elbow tendonitis in our elbows, we started icing those areas, like right here, the patella. Start icing, the epicondyle area right there in the elbow, the hands, just because our chiropractor told us that it helps with collagen fiber reproduction and alignment. So, a lot of stretching after our workouts in those areas just to really avoid, re-aggravation and injury. So try out ice massages if you guys can. All you have to do is just buy, some of those Dixie cups or styrofoam cups, fill them up with water, leave them overnight, and then you just cut off the edges and you just ice the certain areas that, that you guys are kind of having like trouble with. And, honestly, anecdotally, it really pays off. I don't know of any research or anything like that showing the ice massages work, but anecdotally, like, it really does pay off, as well as the stretching too. So. Okay. And this is just, concluding a Saturday workout, some shoulders and arms, and just doing some standing camber bar curls here. Some decent weight. Like I can normally, curl 245s on each side about 10 times. I'm just playing. There's no way I could ever do that. But, some decent weight here. And then right here, just doing some skull crushers with some dumbbells. I found that the dumbbells are more easier on my elbows as opposed to using just like an easy bar or camera bar curl. Just it's really rough on my elbows. So, the dumbbells kind of give me a more like range of motion. I'm able to control a little bit more. So, try out dumbbells if a regular easy bar or camera bar curl like aggravate your guys' elbows or something like that. All right, and then over the weekend, we found this new spot called Sprouts. If you guys have one of these places where you guys live, these places are awesome. They got a bunch of good stuff here. As you can see, a lot of good spreads right here. They have a lot of Walden Farm products, syrups, go on pancakes, desserts, stuff like that. They even have, the Arctic Zero ice creams, which are super low in calories.
Recording some of this
and the flavors are really good. And basically, I'm just trying to show you guys that, when you guys are here in prep, it doesn't mean you guys have to cut out all the good things. You guys can still be sane. You guys can still have the foods you guys like. You guys just got to just do a little bit of research and find places where they sell, healthier versions to fit into your guys' macros, all right? All right, guys. Talk to you guys next week. Peace.